Hello everybody and welcome back to Attack of the B Team on the Night Owl server. Last time if you remember, we built a cottage, or we're kind of playing around with the cottage, playing around with some of the building mods, and it looked like poop afterwards. It didn't look great before, but it definitely didn't look good afterwards because we were just kind of messing around, not really doing anything. Well, I did some work on it, and look at this thing. Oh, it's so beautiful. I am so happy with this thing. This is my new little cottage. Oh, it's just I heard spider. I think there's a cave like right underneath here. Um, but yeah, this is what you can create with microblocks, chisel mod, and carpenter's blocks. You know, I used chisel mod to get these cool textures, the glass, these right here, this cobblestone. This texture is actually it's a thatch texture, which you need for sugarcane, which is why I have all that sugarcane. And then of course microblocks to get like these cool little details, the frames around the windows, the stone kind of popping out. I have this beautiful fireplace in the back. This is nether brick, and it just looks great. And then the carpenter's blocks I used for the roof there gave it a nice kind of rounded shape. Oh, and it looks so good. Let's head inside. And I got this place decorated up a bit. Actually, there might be something underneath the floor, honestly. I don't know if there's open spot. But we have this furniture mod that allows you to make fridges, and you can actually put stuff in there. And you can also make ice out of here. I think you need to make like a cooling pack or something like that. Then you stick that in there with water. I don't know. Oh, and there's rain. Let's turn those sounds down, which is up here now. Wow, that is loud. And then there's also an oven, which doesn't work unless you have like a range hood, but it's just kind of here for decoration. And then I have these cabinets, and I put some microblock covers on top of the cabinets to give a nice, dark thing. I made this table out of microblocks. There is a furniture table, but it's out, like all the furniture stuff is either oak or stone, and I didn't like that very much. Oh yeah, this fire, even though I have all this wood around, it's safe because when you chisel planks, it actually gives it like stone properties. So all of this is actually like stone basically, and I guess that chair doesn't burn, which is nice. And then here's the second floor. I just have some random bookshelves, bedside cabinets. These lamps are giving light so that nothing spawns in here, and a bed. So yeah, there's our first building in our village. Very nice. I love this thing. I love this thing so much. I could just stare at it all day. So now the challenge is to build stuff that looks as good or better. That's really what we have to do now. I made a totem pole of myself. There's a tree here, and we have a mod called statues. And what you can do is you can place... get out of here. Nobody wants you. Ouch. But you can... If you have two blocks, one on top of the other, made out of the same material, you can take this hammer, which is pretty easy to make. It's just 2 sticks and 2 iron. Right-click it, and then you can put in any player name. So I could do like BOO. I gotta get the... For some reason, he doesn't have a face. I don't know why. We have generic B with his professor outfit. Or we could do myself. There we go. And then you can adjust the limbs. This is the right leg, left leg. Let's see. Let's try and get a good pose here. So if we do that, this is right arm, left arm. Oh, shoot. Nope. Get out of here. This is not good. Alright, let's try this again. I think it saves, yeah, it saves the last pose. Alright. And it usually saves the last person, too, that you did. So you can adjust the left leg. We can adjust the head with this. Maybe something like that. So there we are. You can make sculptures of yourself or other people. And then if you right-click it again, you can actually put armor on this guy. And then you can even, like, give him tools. Oops, that's the wrong arm. I want this one. And then you can adjust, like, oh, you can adjust how the tool kind of sits. So you can have it, like, backwards, or you can have it going up forward like he's going to kill somebody. Oh, I don't have it. Give it back. You do want to make sure when you break these things, you don't get the stuff back. Like if I break this thing, I'm not going to get the marble back. It's just gone. So if you're making it out of expensive materials like diamonds, just know that you're not going to get stuff back. And also, if you have tools in there, when you break it, this is what happens to it. This was my battle axe, and now it is just like a weird, messed up canvas, rainbow canvas. And that's not good. That skeleton has a pants hat. And it doesn't work against mobs. I can right-click it, and it gives me the effects that the battle axe has, but it doesn't actually attack or chop down wood. So, yeah, make sure to take out tools before you break the statues. All right, well, today, stupid rain. This is annoying. All right, let me get rid of this creeper. That's an interesting hat. Oh, 2 creepers. I don't think I have that hat. Nope. Cap. I got a cap. Yeah, so today we're going to be working on a blacksmith. We're going to be putting up our Tinker's Construct smeltery again. It's going to be right where this hole is. And then the rest will just be, we're going to make a blacksmith where we have our Tinker's Construct tables where we construct things. And I'm going to put drying racks up so I can have all my tools basically as tool racks. And before we were using these seared bricks. I think I showed how to make those. These are kind of the standard seared bricks. But I'm going to actually do something different. We also have these. And these are like the nether version of the seared bricks. You make them with, let's see, you make them either with soul sand, gravel, and netherwort, or tainted soil, netherwort, and heat sand. So those are all things that you can find in the nether. The only thing I'm kind of sad about is if we look up Tinker's, actually let's get rid of that, and we look at this, like with these gray ones, there's all these different designs, and the way you do that is you can actually smelt cobblestone in a smeltery, and you get this seared stone. And then from that, you can make all of these other, like, decorated ones, like the chiseled and the fancy, seared road, cracked seared bricks. And we have the same things in the brown seared bricks, but you can't, as far as I can tell, you can't make them, because there's no way to make the seared stone. At least I couldn't find any way. So I'm assuming that that just hasn't been added yet. But so yeah, we'll have to make it out of just the regular seared bricks for now. So I'm gonna get the smeltery set up. I think I should have. Well, I'm not sure if I have enough bricks, but I do have some more of the stuff to like smelt to make into the bricks. And it looks like we have some mobs coming, so I'll be right back. And you may have noticed before that I now have 7 gold hearts. I was out here killing a bunch of mobs, and I got 2 more red heart canisters like the other night. I was actually trying to get these trophies, and these are rare drops from mobs. They're like 1 in 1,000, and they're pretty cool. If you right-click on the zombie, he makes random zombie sounds. Kind of cool. The skeleton is actually really cool. If you right click on him, he actually shoots up an arrow and also makes a noise. And I know, yeah, I don't think you could get the arrows. That'd be cool if you could. But I know like there's an Enderman trophy that can like teleport you around if you right click on it. And I'm not sure what the other trophies do. I want to get a creeper trophy and spider one. In fact, I wonder, it should show like all the trophies on here. Trophy. Oh, it doesn't. It just has one trophy. So yeah, I was trying to get those trophies, just been killing mobs, also good XP and stuff. And so I got those red canister hearts as well. So I got my smeltery all set up here and it's all working. Although I need more lava, I'll have to go grab a bunch. But my original plan was to make the base of this 5x3. As you saw in the beginning, I had like this whole section mapped out. And that whole thing was supposed to be the smeltery, but I guess the smeltery can only be a 3x3 area, so that's alright. I had to kind of figure stuff out, move stuff around, but I have it all made. And I might make this taller too, because the taller you make it, the more stuff you can put into it. So I have the 3x3 area, I have my smeltery controller right here. Back here I have a drain into a casting basin for blocks. And then I have 3 tanks for lava. And it can actually... I think you need a tank on the same level as the smeltery controller for this thing to operate. But if you put tanks anywhere, I think in the smeltery, it will actually pull the lava in there. Which I can kind of show here too. So if we did, let's see, this one has the lava. So if we put that there, we still have the lava here and we can still smelt stuff. I don't have anything to smelt, but if I did, I could show you that. Well, I guess I could smelt some lava, or some glass. So see, it still works even though the lava is elsewhere. It's going very slowly, but yeah, so I have 3 tanks there that I can fill up with lava, and then I have some casting tables here. So there is that part of the blacksmith, a very small portion. Now I have to build something so that it can rival my cottage over there. And so I'll have to find some good blocks that go along with this, because I don't want to make the whole thing out of these. First of all, these are actually kind of expensive to make. I only have 52 bricks left, and like I went to the nether for a while and dug up a bunch of soul sand and gravel and some of the tainted soil and heat sand. So yeah, I'm gonna get this built off camera because it'll probably go a lot better that way, and hopefully we can get something nice out of this. Alright, I just wanted to show a bit of a progress report. Isn't this thing looking nice? Don't pay attention to the roof right now. That is underway. I got this floor. These are factory blocks, and they're pretty cool. Let me turn this music down some more. It's amazing how loud it sounds. So I have these factory blocks, which are made... oh, okay, there we go. Let's see. How do I... Oh, I know why. Because I need this one. There we... No. When you press R, it, like, sorts your inventory, and it can get really annoying. But anyways, these factory blocks are 4 stone and 4 iron ingots. Makes 32 of them, which makes them really cool, because you don't have very many resources going into them. And then this one is just a chisel variant. And so I put a bunch of this one down. I really liked how that one looked, and but it looks pretty like plain, since all the detail is kind of at the edge of them, and it's a connected texture. And so I went through and put these with the little spikes or whatever, kind of randomly throughout, and I'll continue that once I do the inside more. And then out here we have this limestone chiseled limestone with yeah, some stairs and some vertical slabs. I thought that gave it a nice design, and decided to carry the seared bricks all throughout it. Um, it's really the only thing that made sense because there's no other like brown blocks. There's no blocks that really look like this, which I just remembered. I'm gonna put another layer on this. I went and seared or smelted up some more of these bricks, and we'll just do that for now. So that's a lot of the exterior. Right now I'm working on the roof, and I just kind of wanted to show you what this looks like. And there's a lot of work now to be done to shape this roof. I have part of it all kind of shaped, but now I need to go through and just keep hammering this down like this. It's like 15 hammers for that part, and then here I'm doing like 7 right to there, and then doing this, and then on this side again we have to do down to there, and then right in here we'll just make this nice and even so that that black line follows with the texture, and that'll give us the shape that we want. And then we just have to come up here and keep hammering. A lot of hammering to do, and then I have to choose what kind of texture I want to put on this roof, which did I show? I don't remember if I did, but I found out, Kamikaze told me how to actually take textures off of these. Whoops. So you can put textures on them by just right clicking. Maybe I can't do that. Oh, I guess you can't do seared bricks. But if you shift and left click, it takes the texture off. I might have shown that already. I don't remember. But so that's nice. That means that, because I know when I was working on that roof, I was so scared about putting a texture on there because I thought you had to break the blocks all the time to get them back. So every time I changed my mind, I had to like kind of break those blocks that I had tried it out on. But anyways, I'm gonna get to hammering this down into shape, and then we'll get some texture on here, and hopefully get this thing finished up. There it is, my second building in my village, the blacksmith. It's very gray and brownish, but you know it's supposed to be. Lots of stone. I think it turned out pretty nice. Got the roof obviously all done. And yeah, I think it looks strong and sturdy, like a blacksmith should. And inside we got this. I got my smelter over there. Got that floor all done with the factory blocks. I think that looks just so good, so cool. I have all my Tinker's Construct tables over here for making the tools. A couple of hardened strong boxes, which are thermal expansion chests. You can actually make it so that other people can't open them. And this hardened one has 9 more slots in it. So it's a little bit bigger than a normal chest. And there's actually better ones, although I need to get hardened glass, which I need an induction smelter. So I'll have to wait until I get my thermal expansion stuff set up again. And then I put up a bunch of drying racks for my tools, so I can kind of hang those around here. You know, basically just use them as tool racks. Very nice. And I think the only other thing I really want to do in here is, well, I might need more storage. I don't know. Well, I got my books up there, my Tinker's Construct books. But I might want to put an energetic infuser, which is the thermal expansion thing that I use to charge these things up. But I think we're gonna, for the rest of the episode, we're going to be making a new weapon. Let's take a look at this. We're going to be making a rapier. This thing right here. No, right here. Apparently it's like probably one of the best weapons just because it's so fast. If you right click, it allows you to take a hop backwards, which is nice if you're like get stuck in a little situation. It does 1.5 times the damage if you're sprinting. It ignores armor and blocking, so if something's wearing armor, it doesn't matter. And it's just real quick. So what we need for that is sword blade, tool rod, and crossbar. Which I only have a tool rod cast here. We can take this out and put the tool rod in there. So we need to make some new stencils. Let's see, I do have the stencils. So I need the sword blade and the crossbar. It was crossbar, right? Do I have the crossbar? Oh yeah, I need blank pattern for that. Let's see. So if we do, we'll need a few more. We'll need sticks, that. We got blank pattern. So let's see, crossbar. That's handguard. There's the crossbar. All right. So now we have that added to our collection. I suppose it'll be up here over here, so I guess it doesn't matter whether I have it or not. And then we need some wood. Oh, I forgot to smelt up some aluminum brass in here. I'll have to do that real quick. Okay, so we have this crossbar pattern. So we need to make some aluminum brass casts, or the casts over there. So we need to go into here, get some wood in there. So we have a wooden crossbar, and then that can go back over there. And then we also need to make one for this, and we need sword blade. So we can take this out, put these in here, and I think I have, let's see, yep, aluminum brass on the bottom. You can also use gold. I just like using aluminum brass. So now we have our casts. We can take the wooden parts out of there, and I'll just stick them in here. We got a stick. Alright, so these are the three that we'll need for our tools. So what do we want to make it out of? If we look at materials, we're making a rapier. So, Manulin, cobalt, ardite. I actually realized that I should have made the head of my pickaxes out of cobalt, because they have a higher mining speed, 11, rather than Manulin, which has 9. So I think if I make any future mining tools, it'll probably have a head of cobalt. The mining level will be lower, but that doesn't really matter, because you don't find Manulin out, or like Manulin tools can mine Manulin, so I'm assuming that they can, maybe you can only break a Manulin block with these, but this is good enough for everything else. So yeah, but anyways, I was looking. But anyways, so we want, since we're making a weapon, we want this base attack to be high. And let's see. So cobalt has 1.5 hearts, ardite 1.5 hearts, Manulin has 2 hearts. So we do want to make a Manulin blade, which, is that what this is? Yeah, sword blade cast. So let's get the Manulin on the bottom, and we'll get one of those poured. Now for the hilt, actually we might, want to make it out of paper, and I have some paper here, because paper will allow us to make another modifier. So let's see, the blade will definitely be out of Manulin because of the hearts. Let's get the tool rod. Tool rod, I'm not sure what to make it out of. We could make it out of steel, cobalt, Manulin. Steel is cheap and pretty good. Cobalt is very good. I think the only thing that's really going to affect is the durability, which that you can tell by the, hey Shireen, these handle modifiers right here. Handle modifier, there it says 2x, 1.3, 1.2x. So if we made it out of cobalt, it'd be 1.75x. So the total durability would be 1.75 times that. And if we made it out of Manulin, we would have 2.5. So we might want to do that. That way we have a high durability. We don't have to worry about it getting broken as much. So let's try the Manulin again. And let's make a Manulin crossbar as well. And then just to kind of play around with stuff, check it out. Let's make a cobalt crossbar, cobalt tool rod. And then I have the paper, so let's make a paper crossbar. So here we have paper crossbar, we get 2 paper back. Alright, so let's go to our tool forge right here. And we want a rapier. And so we want Manulin blade. If we did all Manulin, what would we have? We would have attack 2 hearts, durability 2000, and we'd have 3 modifiers remaining. If we did cobalt, our durability is about 500 less. And if we did cobalt blade, that doesn't affect anything. But if we did the paper, then it becomes writable, and that doesn't affect anything except we have 4 modifiers. So I'm thinking this is what we want. Maybe this. We could do steel, because it'd be not stool. We could do steel because it's cheaper. That'd be the only reason to go with something besides Manulin, I think. Because one thing is, I do want to put another leadstone energy cell like I put on these so I can charge it, just because basically there's 3 options. You can either not put, or you can either put leadstone energy cell on it, you'd be able to charge it. You know, it's really easy to charge stuff, and then you never have to worry about it breaking. You can put moss on it, which is a lot cheaper than making a leadstone energy cell, and you don't have to worry about having a charging setup. But it's really slow, but it will auto repair. Or you can do nothing, and then you have to repair it with materials, which means you're going to be spending materials on it. But yeah, let's go with this. So we got Manulin blade, we got Manulin handle, and now we can add some modifiers to it. One modifier we definitely want to add is quartz, because quartz adds sharpness. And I think you can actually, yeah, we can add up to 72 quartz. Let's actually make, let's make some blocks of quartz, because I believe you can add it as blocks. So yeah, we do that, and then we can get sharpness. And I think you can actually split it up like that, and then it'll add more at a time. So we'll get that all the way up. Use up at least one modifier on that. Okay, so let's see. So right now, oh, okay. So if we do 2 more, that puts it at 72. So now we only have 3 modifiers remaining, and it is sharpness. Now I wonder, does this go up to like sharpness 2, or does it? Okay, it just says sharpness still. But I think we still want to add more sharpness, because the sharper it is, the better, I suppose. So let's add some more of that. Put another modifier on that. And keep going. And then this is the last one. So now we have 144 quartz on there. The attack is 4 hearts instead of 2. And we can add more. We still have 2 modifiers. So one modifier I definitely want to add is a leadstone energy cell. So let's stick that on there. So it is now chargeable. We have flux. Very cool. And then we have one more modifier available right now. We could put more modifiers on there. We don't need diamond or emerald. Those just add durability, but we can charge it, so it doesn't matter. Redstone just increases mining speed, and it's not useful on weapons. Okay, that's auto repair. This is like fire aspect, but I don't really want fire aspect on the sword. doesn't seem like a great thing to have. Now, this we might want. If we put lapis on it, it'll give us looting on the sword, which would be nice. Or we could add some more quartz for sharpness. The blaze powder adds fire aspect, or yeah, fire aspect. We could put necrotic bone on it, which heals me when I attack monsters. Silk touch isn't useful. The obsidian plate adds reinforce, which we don't need. We could put knockback on it, which I don't think we really need knockback for this tool. I could put something that makes enemies drop their heads, but I actually want to make a different tool for getting heads. So let's see, we did that. So yeah, I'm thinking, let's see, so we have one more modifier right now. In fact, let's actually just add, I'll have to go get another diamond. Okay, so if we put diamond and block on here, we now have 2 more modifiers. And then let's put some more quartz on there. Get it even sharper. So now it goes up to 216. And was that the last one? Yeah, 216 out of 216, so we have 5 hearts now of damage. And I believe we can put more, goes up to 288. Or I can put lapis on there, and I think I'm going to do lapis. So we're going to need a lot of that. I really don't like how much. 450 lapis to do it. In fact, this won't even be enough. Oh, no, never mind, it will. These are blocks, duh. So if we do that, now I can put some luck on it. Let's bring this all the way up to 450. And 198, still a ways to go. Now it's looting too. But I think you still need to put the lapis all the way up to get the full effect. Alright, 450 right there. So now we have no more modifiers. We have looting 3, sharpness, and it is chargeable. So let's go try this thing out. It is nighttime right now. Ooh, there's some mobs. So you can click it pretty fast. You can jump back like that. Pretty cool. Let's go try it out on a creeper. That's a good test. Because one thing with the battle axe, it was amazing on creepers. Well, I mean, it one-shot pretty much everything. Oh, nice. So 2 shots for creepers. Yeah, 2 shots for mobs, but it's so fast that it doesn't even matter. Because with the battle axe, you had to charge it up to actually make it a one-hit kill. And I still could add... I could still add Nether Star to this later on and get another modifier, and then I'd be able to add even more sharpness to it. Increase the hearts. There we go. Oh, but this is nice. Let's go take on these skeletons. Alright. And... yeah, I definitely wouldn't want knockback on a rapier. That'd be terrible, since you can strike them so fast. Knockback would just knock them away and you wouldn't be able to hit them a second time. So this thing is pretty nice. I like it a lot. It will definitely be replacing my battle axe. In fact, let's go hang up the battle axe on our tool rack. I can go right up there. There's our first tools. And yeah, I like it a lot. Let's put the book back. Put some of this stuff away. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm gonna smelt those back up, and I hope you guys like my smeltery or my blacksmith. I think it turned out really cool. I really love, building in this mod is a lot of fun. It's kind of tedious. A lot of work went into this building. Took me a while, but the end result is just so nice. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.